tonight with the return of All-Star Kemba Walker. The Celtics, a pretty impressive 3-2 in his absence. Jason Tatum, unconscionable, however, not playing tonight due to an illness. Our late game tonight, LeBron James and the Lakers look to extend their top seed in the West. Can the Sixers shake it up and finally win on the road? Auto Trader pregame show starts now. Welcome inside, everybody. It is going to be the third place team in the East, the Boston Celtics, taking on the 8th seed Brooklyn Nets. And all I want to talk about is big fella. One, Ascot looks amazing.
Thank you.
But
two,
I noticed something a little different.
Let's just get it out of the way, America. I had a bet against one of my good friends, D-Wade, Milwaukee versus the Heat. I said Milwaukee was going to win by 20 and the Heat won. And I said, well, what do you want me to do, pay you? He said, nah, you got to let your hairline grow out. We want to see your hairline looking like Kenny Smith.
Oh, my God.
So I just lined it up for y'all so y'all can see where my hairline starts.
You look good.
And I look good, and I'm proud to do it, and I'm keeping it like this all week.
All week.
shout out to Lauren. Yeah. She hooked it up.
Yes, Lauren did hook it up.
This is your birthday haircut.
And shout out to my stylist. He's from Paris, Texas. His name is Ro Paris. Ro Paris hooked up to Ascot.
Wow.
My stylist. All right, D-Wade, you win. And so listen, you're not going to hurt my feelings. Send in your tweets. Be as mean as you can.
Yeah, let's hear them.
We need
I want to see them all, America.
Wait, what were you calling?
Hit us up, NBA on TNT.
He looked like a lot of people. Let's see.
He looked like a lot of But I look good, though, looking like a lot of people.
Winslow. He looked like Charles S. Dutton.
Charles S.
He
Dutton.
says Cedric the Entertainer.
You look like Cedric the Entertainer.
John Amos.
John Amos.
You do look like you're about to open a McDowell's. That's incredible.
Keep them coming, America. I need a laugh.
This is what's going on Tuesday nights. All right, Celtics have been on a heck of a run. Jason Tatum, who's not playing tonight. Kemba Walker is going to be on a minutes restriction. But this is a game that we thought was going to be all about Kyrie. Brooklyn taking on Boston. Here are just some stats about the difference. I want you to pay attention right there to Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Look at the jump in both of those guys with Kemba Walker. And D-Wade, you had a big jump in your second and your third year. What starts clicking, and could it be a veteran like Kemba that's bringing it out, or is Tatum and Brown just reaching that point in their career?
Well, I mean, I think what clicked for me, first of all, my second year I was playing with one of the best big men ever played a game in Shaquille O'Neal, and I had to raise my level if I wanted to do what he promised. He promised a championship. Secondly, I was an all-star my second year, so my confidence level went to another atmosphere just from being in the locker room.
Is that what you think happened to Tatum?
I think it happened to Tatum, but I also, as we talked in the back, I also think it has something to do with Kemba Walker, right? Kemba Walker doesn't come in with the same mystique that Kyrie comes in with. He doesn't come in with the same accomplishments that Kyrie comes in with, or the personality. So I think that has allowed these two young players to step back into what they were the first year when Kyrie was out with an injury, and obviously Gordon Hayward as well.
And to back up what D-Wade is saying, you know, Kyrie is a ball-first, ball-dominant guy. I was that way, too. You know, we have a term in the NBA and the WNBA, just let us eat. Kyrie wasn't letting the guys eat as much. He was letting them eat, but not as much. Kimba is the guy that said, okay, I'm going to have the ball, but I'm going to let you eat. So when I got to Miami, it was like, Shaq, we're coming to you. Me and D-Wade had a meeting, and I said, listen, they come to me, but I'm coming to you.
Right.
So go to work. So when you let guys eat, of course, their confidence level is going to go up. So, again, Kyrie, I'm going to eat first. You guys get the scraps. Kemba Walker, you guys eat first. I get the scraps.
A lot of people are talking about Tatum, and understandably so, the 5th Celtic all-time to average 30 in a calendar month. But you looked at all the statistics, Candace, and said it's the defense that deserves our attention right now.
Well, they lost 2 defenders in Al Horford and Aaron Baines. And I think a lot of people looked at them this year and thought that they were going to take a step back. And in fact, they've taken a step forward. They've always been, over the last 3 years, a top 7 ranked defensively. But how do they do that? Their ability to switch 1 through 5.
Yes.
And they have 3 guys that are relatively the same size in Brown, Hayward, and Jason Tatum. And they're able to switch. So Brown ends up predominantly on the 4 position. We saw Jason Tatum in that Lakers game take a step forward defensively and matching up with Anthony Davis a lot of times. But, I mean, kudos to the Celtics, because their ability to switch but also create turnovers. So that negates a pick and roll because you're just going to switch it.
Mm-hmm.
It negates ball movement because inside the arc, they pressure. And so, I mean, they're a top 5 defensive team.
Second in points,
Yep.
third against the 3, 6th in terms of defensive efficiency, 4th in terms of field goal percentage. And all we talk about is the scoring, but the defense has been unbelievable.
You know, the other day I was saying this. I said they are a big 3 that doesn't know they're a big 3. My favorite 3 big 3s are the Boston big 3, the Miami big 3, and the Golden State big 3. These guys are big 3. They don't even know it.
They don't even know yet.
Once they figure that out, the East gonna be in trouble.
9-3 in
That
February.
hairline's a big,
Thanks,
a
Sean,
big
baby.
4.
And where you at camera 2? Go and get that.
There are only things as crazy as Shaq's hairline.
Back is your line right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Pan this way, America, so y'all can see that.
3
Wow.
Good,
behind
don't
it.
I? Yeah.
Straight
At least
line.
it's straight.
Yo,
Y'all thought I was bald. This is all hair. You see it? Looking good, yep.
yo, Trey Young shoots from where your line is started at.
Wow.
Line at half court.
Yeah, that's a Mountain Dew ball with 3 points. Check this out. Taco Fall Taco Tuesday and John McEnroe shooting before the game.
Taco, what up?
We're at the Fieldhouse for Game 1 of our TNT doubleheader. Indiana hosting the Portland Trail Blazers, and Carmelo doing what Melo does. Blazers got a 49-43 lead at Indianapolis. Welcome, everybody. American Express Halftime Report. Ernie Johnson, Big Diesel, Round Mountain Rebound, and the Honeybee. All with you
All day, baby.
for the American Express halftime report. It's an interesting look.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know what? I like the fact that you take it out there, man.
I'm owning it. I'm owning it.
You are owning it.
Again,
Just don't wear it again.
We're gonna
You better
shout out,
own it.
We're
Just
gonna
don't
shout
wear
out
it
my
again.
man. Come on, you know Dap. You know Dap.
I know Dapper Dan.
Hey, let's go right into it. You know what it is.
I do know Dapper Dan.
Okay. Hey, but listen, I'm gonna go right into it.
Oh, but can I do the teammates first?
Okay, I'm sorry.
American Express teammates.
It's going right into what you just said.
All right, it's awesome. Here they are on the Portland side. C.J. McCollum, Carmelo Anthony combining for 22. Damian Lillard missing his 4th straight game. Obviously, their leading scorer with 30 a night and 8 assists, 5th in scoring and 6th in assists. But they are without him again tonight after that groin injury. So, 49-43 game. And now you were saying.
No, I was looking at Collins sitting on the bench, Nurkic sitting on the back, and Lillard. So a lot of those guys who are playing those extensive minutes and they're playing well, they're not going to be playing extensive minutes. They're going to go to the bench. And I got a new name for the bench.
What?
The Killer Bees! Oh. The Killer Bees! The Killer Bees! Yes, indeed. The Killer Bees is all beat out right now. But I'm going to tell you right now, you know, Anthony Simmons, this guy is aggressive. And this is what I like about him. His aggressiveness in the pick and roll. Because once he gets in it, you freeze it here. You see Whiteside there. He says, no, I'm going to trying to get 2 feet in the paint. So we let it roll. He tries to get his 2 feet in the paint, knock down, jump shot. Great young talent. Then you got C.J. McCollum running in, and I think his role will change. Whiteside, when Collins and Nurkic come back, he might be in the second unit more, so he could be an offensive rebounder. And again, now you got 5 guys. You got Nasir Little, you got Wani, you got Swanigan. You know what? I'm going to Indiana. I'm going to Indiana. I'm gonna finish this out in Indiana. You could fly there.
Leave that suit, too.
All right, Simmons, let me take your place here. I'm going to be a killer bee. So I'm coming in here, and I'm getting into the area of the floor. Now I'm putting pressure on the defense. Swanigan rolls, I can have both options. So I'm going to rewind, let young fella do it, and show us how it's done. Get me out of here. Here he is. Get in the paint, young fella. Get in the paint. Finish it, Swanigan. Indeed. And that's what I'm talking about.
What'd you bring back from Indiana?
Got some honey. Killer bee, baby.
Are you a killer bee or you a honey bee?
Killer bee. Wu-Tang forever. Wu-Tang forever.
You ain't no killer bee. You a honey.
Wu-Tang forever. I'm a killer bee, man.
You a sweet bee.
Man, what is that?
Man, shout out to hell.
How long has that been back there?
What the hell? It's bees in the house, man.
Like,
Come on, man. That's frozen bees.
looks like engine sludge.
Come on, man.
What the hell is that stuff? Oh, my. What were you, change your oil back?
Wu-Tang forever, baby.
You want to bumble with the bee?
You want to
That's the one, man, Dule Hill. I think it's Dule Hill.
That away. So, Shaq, how do you follow up that?
I want to give a kid a shout out. His name is Caleb Swanigan. Doesn't play a lot.
Yeah.
He averages 2 points, 3 rebounds. He's from Indiana. He's playing his heart out. I want to give him a shout out.
Purdue.
Listen, he's out there playing hard. And there's an old saying in the NBA, especially if you're not a star, if you don't play. When they call your number,
be ready.
Be ready. And this kid's ready tonight. He's at the crib. His mom is there. His dad's probably there. And look, he's doing all the little stuff. He's going up. He's playing hard. So I want to give this kid Caleb Swanigan because I didn't know who he was. And I'm like,
He had a great
I'm like,
college
okay,
career.
yeah.
He played at Purdue.
You know, 3 out of 4,
Shaq.
75%. Nice move right there. I like this kid, so I want to give a shout out to Caleb Swanigan.
Shaq, he made himself an NBA player. I think he lost like 100 pounds in college.
Yep.
Really worked his behind and made himself a player. And what's interesting, he played for Sacramento. They just traded for him. He came over in the trade.
Okay.
And he played in Portland, got traded.
Back in Portland.
Yes, and that is a perfect
Playing
example.
hard, though.
He plays hard all the time. But to me, that's a perfect example of what's wrong with your Sacramento Kings. They went for guys who got...
I don't need you.
No, I'm just telling you something.
We're 3 games out. We're 3 games out.
You always been 3 games out.
Don't matter.
But there's a perfect example.
Don't talk about my king. Talk about your sons. I don't need you talking about my.
How about talking about Caleb Swanigan? How about talking about the Blazers?
I don't want your advice. Thank you.
I'm not going to give you an advice. You're going down with the Titanic like you always
Don't matter.
Caleb Swanigan's
Better than
career
the Suns.
high is 11. He's got 6 in the
do.
first
You'd rather
half.
have the Suns roster than Sacramento's roster.
Okay, so
I bet you that.
so why y'all record worse than us?
We just growing.
Yeah.
We're growing. One of our best players was
Y'all
on vacation
suck.
for a minute.
Y'all suck. We 3 games out and y'all ain't never getting in. Y'all suck. We don't want your advice. Shut
You're watching the American Express Halftime Report. American Express, official card of the NBA.